Hello there, everyone. Today is November 16th, 2014, and welcome to another Tectonic Activity or Tectonic Vlog. I'm not quite sure yet what I'm exactly going to call this series besides like a Q&A sort of deal. And this one is already promising to be better than the last because check this out. I am joined by special guest star Romeo, my cat. Very cute, although he appears to be hiding, so I'm not sure how much we're going to be seeing of him this vlog, but I'm super psyched about it anyways. Now, I'm going to be going over some questions for this, and here is the start of that. What in the world do you do against Dr. Mundo? I am seriously struggling whenever I play team with him in there. I've tried multiple champions in several roles, but I just can't do anything to him. Please help. Well, it's kind of hard for me to give you advice if you're not actually fighting the Mundo in the laning phase of the game. Now, late game, if you're a mage or the marksman, then you can start building some armor penetration runes, Void Staff, Last Whisper. Those work really well for pretty much every jungler besides Corki. You don't want to play Corki against Mundo because he has too much mixed damage. So it's hard for, like, if you get a Last Whisper for him, it's only about 50% effectiveness because Corki does so much magic damage. So a good marksman against Mundo would be a late game scaling one. So maybe a Kog'Maw if your team has enough peel for that. Tristana is pretty much the strongest late game carry. All those are very effective. Now, for the laning against the Mundo specifically, honestly, you have to know your early damage output very well. I thought that Ralia was pretty bad against Mundo since it's difficult to fight him early, but after facing him enough times, I figured out that with Ignite and a little bit of early aggression, the two of those combined, it allows you to take advantage of Mundo's squishier pre-6, and honestly, even once Mundo does hit level 6, he is still kind of squishy if you play the lane right, but you need to be like very calculatedly aggressive against Mundo. I would suggest you to watch the games on the client that have high level players in them, and wait till you see a Mundo top lane. I'm not sure if you'll see that anytime soon since he's not the most popular right now. But if you watch a high level player fighting a Mundo, then you'll start to get the idea of how you can deal with him in the laning phase. I hope that answers your question. Hi there, I have some questions about Poppy, like which build/items are the best for her, her skill order, who should I target with her ultimate, and any laning tips. Well, that's all some very specific information, and I can't make this video too long, but I will put a link down below to pro builds/Poppy or a Poppy guide that I find after this video for you that'll help you with the item path. Some quick tips I can give you for her is that generally in the mid game of the match, you want to ult the enemy marksman as long as they don't have enough damage by now to actually kill you. If they are able to kill you, which tends to be more in the late game, like if you're against a 6-item marksman, then you want to ult the enemy support or whoever does the least damage. If that's the enemy jungler, like if they have a jungle Lee Sin and a support Zyra, well, that's actually not the best example because Lee Sin could kick you away. But whoever is the least threatening target on their team, that's who you should ult late game. So that you can just charge right through, use your ghost, your gunblade, your whatever, and just assassinate that marksman or whoever is the strongest player on their team. Remember, sometimes it's the enemy APC or the enemy top laner. Every game is unique, and it's very important to look at the kill board and who has the most items. That'll help you out the most. Hey Tech, so I'm looking to buy a new champion, and I'm stuck between Elise and Ka. I know that Ka is the much stronger champ, but I'm looking for I'm not looking for a necessarily good champion, but a fun one. So who is more fun in your opinion? I assume you mean Kha'Zix? It's kind of difficult for me to say which one is the more fun champion. I know a lot of players who really enjoy Elise. I personally love Kha'Zix, but he doesn't quite feel the same after they changed him around a lot, so I don't enjoy playing him that much anymore, and not because he's no longer broken. It's totally different from that, okay, I swear. They're both kind of weak at the moment. I would have to ask a Elise player. you should find an Elise player and a jungle Kha'Zix, because I assume you mean jungle Kha'Zix. I played Kha'Zix top lane and I had a blast with it, but I'm not really sure which one is more fun. That's kind of a hard thing to call, sorry. Hey, another longtime follower asking for help. Me and my girlfriend duo queue a lot in bot lane. I'm gold 4 and she is silver 5 as of right now. We need help out with mid game. What should we be doing around 10 or so minutes to help the team out late? Well, it depends. So once again, every game is different, and you might have more pushing power with some bot lane comps. You might be more lane bullies. It really depends. But I can give you some ideas of what you should do after you take the enemy tower. So when you push strong enough to take a tower, you should either rush to do dragon with your jungler if you have the advantage over the enemy bot lane, or you should go mid lane and 3v1 push that tower. Now the enemy bot lane might counter push the bot turret and get it in return, but if you get the mid tower, the mid outer turret for the bottom outer turret, it's totally a worthwhile trade, so definitely go for that. Other than that, you can start deep warding the enemy jungle. So if you take your support, whichever one of you is playing support, and go ward at the blue buff, and that brush between the tower and the red buff, that brush is a really good spot. It's right above like it's the, if you count the river brush and then the brush above that, it's the next brush up. The one deep into the enemy base, and if you put 2 wards there, that'll help you create pick potential, and you can take dragon / mid tower a lot safer. If there's a 3rd tower still up, you can go and siege that as well, but make sure you're around for the dragon. You want to get that dragon every 5 minutes. Very important. So I've been playing Quinn during this free week this week. Oh, I should probably give shoutouts to the people who are sending questions. I hope that helps. Have you met John? And a very horny fox, thank you for sending a question. You made me say that on air. Let's see. Plasma Draco said, so I've been playing Quinn during free week this week, and she's been really fun, but everybody keeps telling me that Quinn is highly unviable as an ADC. But I really feel that she could work. There are also many actually good guides on her. What are your opinions of ADC Quinn? Well, to be honest, I've never met a high-level player who thought ADC Quinn was good. I mean, her laning phase is fine. That's not the problem. But when you try to hit the late game as Quinn, your melee ultimate causes you some issues. I've talked to well, I haven't talked to him, but I watched Valkyrin's video on that, and he does not like Quinn. The Diamond 1 Quinn main that I saw a video on also does not like ADC Quinn. I really don't think it's worth pursuing. Now you can still do it as kind of like a fun thing, like how my friend plays AD Twisted Fate sometimes just for fun. And you know, if you want to play the game that way, then you're great. But it's probably not the best way for you to gain rating. I definitely wouldn't recommend it. What I will recommend, though, is this awesome Quinn video that I'm going to put down below. That is by Diamond 1 Quinn top/mid. And I think Quinn works really great there. I hope you have a blast playing her there. If not, like, you can have a blast playing her bot lane as well. I'm sure you'll have fun with that. Now, Ignilith asked, what about melee tank supports like Leona? You run the same page or something different? So this is a reference to one of my earlier posts where I talked about my catch-all support page, and I run flat AD marks, armor quints, health yellows, and then magic resistance blues. But 4 of them are actually flat defense blues, so that you can take ADC harass a lot. And the answer is a resounding yes. Leona's actually the origin of that page that I'm talking about, with all the base physical damage, and it's really good on her. With that extra AD, you're able to just jump straight onto a marksman and kill them to death. Like, just straight up out-duel marksman early levels. It's really great. Trust me, try it, you're gonna love it. And if you don't love it, then you're not being aggressive enough. You need to be more aggressive there and land more auto attacks. It'll be useful, trust me. It'll be great. Anyways, that's about all I have time for. Thanks everyone for sending in questions, and I hope to catch you all next time. If you enjoyed this video, please follow me on my social media. I have links to my Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch down below. So I'm really hoping to see you there, and I'll see y'all next time.